If you haven't caught the first 2 episodes, I highly recommend checking them out before we dive in. This is week 3, the final qualifying round. And the contenders this week are Ehmri with the Marathon FMJ and Romero Hatchet, Emaiza with the Bomb Lance Dragon Breath and the Mini Crossbow with Poison Bolts, and Quinx with the signature Drilling and Katana combo. Our first contender today is a rising star in the Hunt Showdown community, and he is called Ehmri. He became famous for dissecting streamers' playstyles by teaching his viewers on how to become as good as their favorite streamers. Wait, so he's like the Heimerdinger of Hunt? That's random? Exactly, little leech. Smart, tactical, and knows how to make the smartest analytical decisions. Now, let's break down his loadout. The Marathon FMJ and a Romero Hatchet. First off, before you jump into any kind of match with any kind of loadout, always think about how you want to approach the game. First off, let's look at the strengths and weaknesses of the Marathon. The first point is, it is small ammo, which means long range fights are very risky. FMJ rounds will help you with the damage, but it makes the bullet drop even worse, which makes it even more risky in the end. And the third point about the Marathon is the fire rate. It is insanely fast if you pair it with Iron Eye. So you basically have like 2 decisions. You can either try to go for headshots or you just spam the enemy down. So what should the combat strategy be with this loadout? It's not short range, it's actually medium range. If the enemy pushes, the Romero Hatchet and the Penny Shot are your safety net. So the idea, even if we have a shotgun, is not to push into compounds and be in close range. You only have 1 shot before reloading, so you should definitely use it wisely. And on top of that, you should always use decoy fuses. But not for pushing actually. Then why do we even bother with the decoy fuses if we are not using them for pushing? Ah, good question, little leech. You see, aggression is not always the answer. Decoy fuses can manipulate enemies, make them run or make them panic. And on top of that, you gain control of the fight. So the motto here is psychology over brute force. Start to think like Ehmri. So, after we talked about all the strengths and weaknesses of this loadout, where would we rank the loadout? So skill needed, I would give it 5 out of 10 points. Because the weapons aren't really that hard to play. You have a very high fire rate, so it is pretty easy after you understand how to play the loadout. But you still need to hit your shots, so it is a 5 out of 10. Versatility wise, it's a 7 out of 10. Because you are very good at medium ranges, and when someone pushes you, you have a lot of answers. Lethality wise, I would put it at an 8 out of 10. Mostly because you have so much pressure that it's pretty easy to just kill the enemies after they get scared. Cost wise, it's an 8 out of 10 because this loadout only costs $201 Hunt. It is not the cheapest in this competition, but it is the second cheapest. And reliability wise, I would give it 7 out of 10 points. Mostly because of the same reasons that I pointed out at lethality. Even if you miss your shot, you're shooting so fast that you don't really have a problem. And if you fuck up every shot, you also have the Romero, which can get you out of very sticky situations. So in total, this loadout comes out at 35 points. Next up is the queen of memes, Emaiza. And don't let her innocent looks fool you, she is deadly.
Let's try a high voice. Happy, happy, happy.
What's up?
Tickler!
You see, Emaiza has become popular because of her meme loadouts. And her signature weapon? The Quad Derringer. A meme? Yeah, sure, but I don't know why she just makes this weapon look OP. Naja, ich weiß ja nicht. If she's just trolling, then why are we even featuring her? Oh, little one. You're so wrong. Just look at this Derringer headshot she hit this year.
Someone do the math!
Insane, right? So I asked her what her favorite solo loadout is, and she recommended to me, in typical Emaiza fashion, the Bomb Lance with Dragon Breath and the hand crossbow with Poison Bolts. And oh boy, I have to say, and I'm not proud of it. This loadout gave me my best solo round I've had this entire year. And I'm not kidding, man. Look at this. So how do we play this loadout actually? Well, first of all, it's safe to say the best range is close range. So we need to get as close to our enemies as possible. But Namja, the bomb lens isn't silent. How do you even get close? Exactly. That is why the hand crossbow is so important in this loadout. You place poison clouds around the compound and the enemy will think that those entrances are blocked. But you move freely with an antidote shot, sneaking through while your enemies think they're safe. And on top of that, the melee attack of the bomb lens destroys concertina wires insanely fast. This gives the enemy false hope in securing the compound, makes them reposition and not check those angles, and then lets you decide the flow of the fight. And the Dragon Breath sounds like a meme, but actually is so good in this loadout. Hitting someone with that weapon makes them burn, forcing their teammates to either instantly revive him or choke their teammates. So basically it's chaos in a tube. This loadout is just straight up mental warfare. Ah, so it's not about the damage, it's about messing with their heads. Exactly, Leech. This isn't just a loadout, it's psychological pressure. Only a player like Emaiza can come up with this kind of loadout, man. So after learning all that, how would I rank this loadout? Skill needed, I would give it 8 out of 10 points. Because you need a lot of map knowledge. You need to know which areas to block off so you can safely approach them using those blocked off areas. And you need to know movement, how to push the enemy, and how to kill them up close. Versatility wise, I would give this loadout 5 out of 10 points. Because you need to fight relatively close. The Quad Derringer gives you some versatility, but let's be honest, Emaiza is the only person that can actually bring out the benefits of this weapon.
Someone do the math!
Lethality wise, it's a solid 8. Up close, this weapon will kill anything. I will not give it 10 points because of the Dragon Breath ammunition. This ammo type is just very inconsistent, which makes it very, not that lethal if you get what I mean. Cost wise, it's a 7, because in total it only costs $299 Hunt. And reliability wise, I would give it a 5 out of 10. On some situations it is very reliable, in other situations you can't kill anything with Dragon's Breath. It's a 50-50 in my opinion. So let's give it 5 out of 10 points. Which brings the total points to 33 points. And finally, we have Quinx.
Bring it on. I'll destroy you all. Show me that power of yours. This might be amusing. Predictable. Know your place. Stay down. maggot. Give in to your fears.
Personally, I think of him as a modern-day samurai. Watching his gameplay just feels like watching a Ninja Gaiden speedrun. He's that good. Ach Mensch, you're just glazing him because he's German like you, right? Maybe a little. But seriously, his map knowledge and decoy usage is just out of this world. Now let's get to his loadout. The drilling and the katana. On paper, it just screams montage material. And on practice, it screams the same thing. It delivers. The drilling has 2 types of ammo. Medium and shotgun. Most people run dum-dum ammo with this weapon because it puts even more pressure on the enemy. The sweet spot? Medium to medium close range. Why? Because the projectile speed of this weapon is just insanely slow. So you most of the time have to aim ahead of the target if you're fighting at longer ranges. Miss the first shot and the sway might make you miss the second one too. And then you're reloading and praying no one pushes you. Okay, so it's high risk, high reward? Exactly. That's where the katana comes in. This isn't like a get off jail free card like Emaiza's Romero headshot. No, this is more of like a get too close and you will get hurt type of weapon. Pair this katana with the martialist trait and anyone who comes close to you gets instantly punished. And the fire decoys he's using are just another trick up his sleeve. You shoot, you throw a fire decoy, and the enemy has no idea where you just shot him from. It's all about controlling the engagement and staying unpredictable. Quinx loadout might be inconsistent, but in the right hands, it's just straight up terrifying. Yeah, so it's more about the skill and the deception than the raw firepower, yes? Exactly, little leech. Anyone can just pick up the drilling. But knowing when to push, when to pull back, and how to manipulate the enemy, that is just Quinx level game sense. So how would I rank this loadout? Skill needed, I would give it 8 out of 10 points. Mostly because of the drilling. The slow projectile speed of the drilling is just insanely hard. And you need a lot of weapon sense to actually hit with this weapon. On top of that, deceiving enemies also takes a lot of game knowledge. Versatility wise, I would give this loadout 9 out of 10 points. Because it is very good at close and medium ranges. So shotgun plus medium ammo, I don't think I have to explain it, it's just very versatile. Lethality wise, I would definitely give this loadout a 9 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10, because even if the katana is always an instant kill, the drilling shots are very inconsistent. Cost-wise, it's a 2 out of 10. With $675, this loadout is not the most expensive one we've covered this far, but it is the second most expensive one. Reliability-wise, it's a 5 out of 10, because the katana is very reliable, but the drilling with this medium and shotgun shot is sometimes very inconsistent. Which brings this loadout to a total of 33 points. And that is today's round. Today's round was insanely close. All loadouts were very unique and special. But in the end, Emaiza's Marathon FMJ and Romero headshot loadout takes the win. Damn, no way! You really pulled that one off? Yes, Leech. Consistency, smart play and versatility always pays off. Before you leave, quick teaser for the finale. The finalists will be Rexnor, Nino and Ehmri. And a 4th contender. I will introduce my favorite loadout. But this time, I will not judge it, because it would be unfair if I go inside of the competition with my loadout and then just decide which one wins. So next time, you guys will decide who will be the winner. And if you have not subscribed yet, do it now.